Um, so basically, just introduce yourself.
Okay.
State your name, where you from.
My name is Raheem Hamilton. I'm from New York, Manhattan, New York. How you doing out there? I'm an actor, a producer, writer, all-around type of guy. You know, stand-up comedian. I've done stand-up. I've done sketch comedy. I've done drama, web series. I've done background. Did 2 episodes of Saturday Night Live. Background, if you want. 2 episodes of Saturday Night Live background. You know, and I've been cast. I'm a cast member of Broadway play called "The Importance of Being Earnest." I'm also being cast in an up-and-coming pilot called Lights, Camera, Action. It's more of a reality-based centric show where people who wants to be in the entertainment field want to be actors and everything, and you know they're performing different types of skits, different types of drama and everything. So, and I'm one of the actors who critiques them and also be part of the cast and everything. So that's a good opportunity right there. Pretty much, I'm a laid-back guy. You know, like styling, like music. I hosted 2 shows. I did digital radio with DTF. I had my own show called Fashion Fun Fly Raps. Then I jumped into AM as a co-host with the Rich Romeo Show, which is on WPAT 9:30 AM. So that's pretty much all I have been doing so far, and just keep going on auditions and being cast and stuff like that.
So tell me, when did you first start getting into acting?
When I first got to start getting acting, I got into it more 3-4 years ago. I done background work with this independent film. It was a horror film, and then I started after that going more and more into auditions around 2016, 2017. I landed my stand-up comedy at the end of 2016. I did my radio show at the end of 2016 as well, and I have done background work in digital and web series around beginning of 2017. So that's what I did.
That's good, man. That's good.
Thanks.
So, what's next for you?
Oh, what's next for me right now? The Importance of Being Earnest. That's going to be at the Producers Club. We're going to be I'm going to be cast as Lane the Butler. I will be in that play from June 29th to June 30th, and then after that, should we start production on Lights, Camera, Action, which is the pilot show that's going to be working on.
So, is there any role models you have, or anybody who inspired you to get into acting?
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of people that inspired me to get into acting. I have, if I told you, we'd be here all day, but I could just break it down. There's been a couple of Denzel Washington, Al Pacino. There's been Eddie Murphy. As for comedy, there's been also okay, those are the 3 guys that's got me into it so far. For comedy, like I said, Eddie Murphy was the standard. You know, growing up back in the late 80s, early 90s, he was the gold standard in the community of being comedy. We did have Bill Cosby. You know, Bill Cosby was that comedian, but he was more the you know, when you was a young kid, it was like, oh man, you know, he's so dry because he doesn't curse, and Eddie's funny because he's cursed. But then as you get older, you realize his wit was great. You're like, oh, this is a genius here, you know. So, you know, it was a lot of influence of what I want to become as an actor. There was a lot of, when I was a teenager, there was always this, if I ever become an actor, these are directors I want to work with, Roland Emmerich, Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg, because I feel like the action and drama, I could balance that out in the movies and roles. So those were the directors that I always wanted to work with as well when I had the opportunity to become an actor, which right now I'm working towards.
What movie genre was your role, you know what I'm saying? What movie genre would you best fit in?
You know what, with me, I'm not stereotype. I could get into drama, I can get myself into comedy. I'm very well balanced, so it's like when I go on these auditions, the cast director could say, you know, I can see you as a comedic, or I can see you playing the bad guy, I can see you playing the good guy, you know. So that's how well versed I am with my talent, my skills as an actor, is I can do that. But if I say what I see myself more in is comedy, but at the same time I can do drama. I have done drama, and I have done drama and action. That's like, my action is really my best love. You know, I'm watching movies like Independence Day, you know, Con Air, The Rock. Those are like one of my love of the action genres, especially those are 90s movies. So those are like one of my action action movies I love to watch.
So who is your most influential actor?
Most influential actor? I can say Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson's influential because where he came from, the humble beginning, from how he recreated his brand to where he's at right now, to how humble he is. Because I was very fortunate to meet Dwayne when I was when I was on Saturday Night Live as a background extra. We actually engaged with him, talked to him during, you know, breaks during the shoots, and he was very humble, very grounded. He didn't have that diva like mentality. He actually talked to the crew and to the background actors, and, you know, he asked him, "Where you from?" Da da da. Yeah. You know, he was texting. He looked at me. He said, "Hi." He said, "What's up?" And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, so it was one of those cordial things that I looked at it like, okay, you know what? That's the goal. That's the blueprint. That's the guy right there, because where he came from, where he's at right now, and he never forgot where he came from, and he's like such the man on social media. He's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the 21st century, you know.
So, where do you see yourself as far as like being an actor in the next 5 years or so?
The next 5 years, oh God, probably like 42. Let me see now. I'm hoping that
there's no age limit.
No, there's no age limit. No, because with Dwayne, he's about like 43, 44, and he's killing it. You know, it took him time. It took him time to refocus his. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I see myself in the next 5 years doing more producing and starring, you know, in my own genre, because I'd be more of a leader, because it's like, if you have a pet project, it's all about just getting funding, and you have those people that help fund your movies. That's a great idea, and get you the hardest thing is probably just getting distribution right, you know. But you know, I love going on auditions, but then there's a part that if I didn't get, they didn't get because they felt like it wasn't the right one. But deep down in my heart, I feel like I could kill this role. I could really do this role. I feel like if I wrote for myself, produce it, and get distribution funding for it, I think that would be a great part for me. Like being that something like I said with Denzel, where he done directing and he started his own stuff. You know, I want to be that type of actor where I can not all the time, but sometimes produce, write, and start my own vehicle as well, instead of, you know, like every day going to auditions and, you know, stuff like that. So that would be where I see myself in 5 years and everything.
All right, that's great, man. Could you give the people your Instagram and where they can reach you?
Twitter.
Okay. Well, I'm not on Twitter a lot. I gotta get back on Twitter. My Instagram, I'm on that a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on that more than all my other social media. I gotta get back on my Facebook page. I changed my Facebook page name. I gotta get back to my name because I was trying it out as an actor. But my Instagram is King Raheem 38 at Instagram. You can catch me on that. Twitter, I'll be back up again. I got 2 Twitter accounts. I got to figure out which one to get back on again. I'm gonna let you know when to get back on that again. And just gotta change my Facebook page, but it's Robert Michael Hamilton. I was using that trying to figure, because I was gonna change my actor's name, and everybody's like, "Don't do it. Raheem is great." So I gotta refocus and refix that up. But you can definitely follow me up on Instagram. That's where I'm only post all my stuff at, like anything where I'm going to auditions, where I'm letting people know what movies or plays I'm in and everything. So that's what it is. So you definitely can find me on that.
Thank you.
No problem.
So I heard about your play called The Importance of Being Earnest. Can
Yes.
you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, The Importance of Being Earnest is an Oscar Wilde, based off of Oscar Wilde book. It's based off of a gentleman who was not named Ernest, but was pretending to be earnest and everything to get with this young lady. It's a classic book, and it's also we're doing an off-Broadway play at the Producers Club. The difference between an actor in theater compared to an actor in film and television is so totally different. That's why certain actors can do both and certain actors can't do both, because where you in film and television or as web series, you can mess up your lines. You can do cuts. You can do as much take as you can to remember your lines and everything. Whereas theater, you have to learn the lines. You have to remember line by line, scene by scene, shot by shot. So it's a different animal, because when you on stage, there's no cuts. There's no what's my line. There's none of that stuff. You going on there. You have to know your mark, know your cue, and remember your lines. Whereas television and movies as well as web series, you also have to learn your marks and know your spot. But at the same time, when you mess up, you can get 3, 4, 5, maybe 20 takes. But theater is a totally different beast and everything. The atmosphere is totally different as well. So you're in front of a live crowd in theater as well, but in movies and also in television, everything is taped either before live studio cast, or it's a tape in front of it and everything. But those are more people who have theater backgrounds, and that's the difference between that. But with film, you're not in front of. Only in front of is the directors, the camera guys, the crew, and everything. So you can do as many takes you can to get it right, and then it goes to the editing room. They can edit things up. But once you're in theater, you have to be on point, and that's the difference between being an actor in theater and being an actor in films, like in television and also on web series.
That's great, man. Anything else? Anything else you want? Any upcoming events or anything else you're doing?
The upcoming events again, we have Points of Being Earnest. That's going to be on June 29th to June 30th at the Producers Club. That's on
Manhattan?
In Manhattan. It's between 48th and 9th Avenue and 44th, and it's between 8th and 9th. So if you'll come out, it's free. If you want to come out, see it. We want to have
You
it.
heard it here first. It's free.
More than
Check them
happy,
out
it's
at the
free.
Producer Club.
Producer Club. I want to be.
TV.
Yes. You can check me out there. Also, I'll be shooting the pilot, Lights, Camera, Action, and we'll hopefully get it off the ground before the year is out, and be on television very soon. So check that out as well. It's up and coming. So that's where. So I've been a lot busy and everything.
That's great, man. Keep it locked. It's World Pro TV.
Yes, sir. Keep it locked.
Comment and subscribe. Thank you.